Welcome back, Marvel fans. Today I have another Marvel Select figure review featuring the Abomination. And this guy is extremely large. This is probably very close to the size of the Incredible Hulk Marvel Select figure. I will do a size comparison with that figure later on in this video. This guy is awesome. I think I've seen him out like maybe a couple weeks ago, but my comic store just finally picked him up, so I had to grab him. I did pass on the Thing just because it kind of was just way too bulky. I'm still debating on that figure because I really like the Marvel Select figures that are really large, and this guy is extremely large. And pretty soon the Marvel Select Deadpool's coming out, so that's going to be another figure that everyone's going to want to pick up, so got to get that one too. But for a quick preview of this figure, this guy looks really nice in the packaging. They did a lot of nice detail on the, the sculpt there. Dark green, light green, and some like a little bit of yellow tint in there. Here in the back we have a blown up picture of the Abomination on his stand. So that's pretty nice that he comes with a stand, but he's so huge, he probably stands pretty well without it anyway. One of the few beings on Earth capable of defeating the Incredible Hulk, the Abomination was created using the same technology that transformed Bruce Banner. Instead of regulating the exposure through KGB agent, deliberately absorbed much more gamma radiation than the Hulk and transformed into a near unstoppable creature with enhanced stamina, speed, regeneration properties, strength nearly double that of Incredible Hulk. Very awesome. Definitely wanted to pick this up because he looks amazing and he's, a really huge figure. But I also have the Incredible Hulk, so these two figures will go together quite nicely. And then down below that, there's like a comic picture of the Abomination, and then there is the Daredevil and Spider-Man Marvel Select figures that came out recently. Abomination wants to come out and play. So here I have Abomination out of the packaging, and this guy is a monster, obviously, but crazy detail on this guy. Everything is just exploded on this guy. The paint on him looks really nice. Like I told you before, I thought it was like a green, yellow, and dark green, and it is, but it almost looks kind of like, like a moss or like some algae on the guy. I mean, that's really what the colors look like. So that kind of gives it the best color representation for this character. And that is the base. A little bit disappointing, I would have to say, because on the back of the box, it shows a base, and this is actually just a little baby backdrop. I mean, that's not even big at all. It's like a backdrop for my mini-mates. It's not really going to work for this Abomination, but at least they threw something in, I guess. But yeah, nothing crazy. But besides that, I mean, the lower half of the body here looks really nice. It's got like the claws for the feet. Everything on this figure is just huge. This is pretty much the largest I could get with the wingspan there, but that's pretty large. Probably about 8 or 9 inches right there. He's got a really big wingspan. Very large figure. So here's a nice comparison of the two characters that I've been talking about, Abomination and the Incredible Hulk Marvel Select figures. As you can tell here, they really went all out on this Abomination figure because they already made this Incredible Hulk figure where it's the largest figure that they've made so far that I know of for the Marvel Select. And they made his arch nemesis, Abomination, the same size. Like, they could really go to battle, and you never know who would win. So that's really awesome. I really like that they did this. They made Abomination very large. Another pretty cool comparison I want to show is they both have their mouths wide open, ready to just like bite each other. It's so awesome. I just think these two figures are awesome. This new Abomination figure really is a nice piece of work. You can see they're very comparable in sizes. There's from a straight on view. And for my final size comparison here, in the middle we have the classic Predator from the Predators line that just came out recently, just a couple weeks ago. And then down below we have a mini-mate Hulkbuster. And you get the really good size comparison from the smallest action figure mini-mate to these large Abomination, Incredible Hulk, Marvel Select figures. And the Predator figure is a pretty large figure for a normal size figure. So they're a lot bigger than him too. Alright, so let's finish this review. I'll spin the figure around one more final time, and then I'll show you the articulation on this guy. This is probably the best view you're going to get for the detail on the surface of the character and the paint. I definitely recommend them if you are remotely into Marvel Select figures, or you just like to get these huge figures that look awesome. If you're a fan of Abomination, or if you're a fan of Incredible Hulk. Head can spin 360 degrees, not a lot of up and down. Arm can rotate 360 and can go out. There is no bicep articulation up here. but there is elbow articulation, and then the hand rotates 360. There's waist articulation, and there is leg articulation, but not very good. I'm not really sure. It's really stiff, up and back and forth. Doesn't really want to rotate much. And there's this knee articulation here, very large joint. And then there's foot articulation here on the bottom. Hope you guys enjoyed this review on the Marvel Select Abombination. It looks great. Articulation's really nice for a huge figure like this. Very comparable to the Incredible Hulk. So signing out, Glass Cabinet. Take it easy, guys.